God bless everybody. Judy was taken June 27th, 2019, by faith. She believed, and God said, "Let's go." And she said, "It's about time." And he said, "I know. Thank you for being so patient." I said, and she said, "Oh, believe me, you're welcome." And then she was no more. Okay, I just woke up. I'm sorry, you guys. I love you, Lord. Thank you for gathering us twice a day, every day. I'm so excited that I get to wake up and be a faith hero and declare it's today and trust you. Let me say hi to my friends. I'm going to wave to the camera. Hi, I love you guys. I love you. You're so sweet. Okay. I'm super tired. um, Good morning, Tana, Lana, Kelly, sweethearts. Lana was translated June 27th, 2019, because she pleased God by walking like Enoch and preparing the way like John by faith. It is finished. Today is the day. Now is the time. We are John preparing the way. You're not. We're not waiting for you. You're waiting for us. We know the day and the hour because we are your friends. So, I got to tell you guys yesterday. Yesterday was a great day. I woke up early. I was cleaning the house, blah, blah, blah. Great day at work. Um, I told my son, be ready. As soon as I get home, we'll grab a bite to eat and let's go surfing. Uh, my son was like, yeah, he was looking forward to it. I got home and my rapture centric condition, which is a condition, God told me the only cure is the rapture. And let me tell you the rapture centric condition. It's a real ailment. It really is. Let me tell you some side effects of it. You get really homesick on some days. It's not every day because we would not be able to survive it. But these symptoms, these side effects are always there. They just lie dormant. And some days the side effects of this condition can get the best of you. And sometimes you just have to let it run its course. That's what I've learned over these 6 years. Okay. When I get really super duper rapture centric, I have to just lay down. So I know this is going to help somebody because God said share it. All right. Doesn't mean I'm not a faith hero yesterday. Doesn't mean I'm not rocking, eh, hitting the ball out of the ballpark every day and pleasing God. It's okay. It doesn't mean I'm not just because I'm having a rapture centric day because God is the one that afflicted us with it. uh, He's the one that afflicted us. And so it's his doing. So you need not apologize. And this is what happened to me a few years ago. And I just said, Lord, you're the one that made me this way. You're the one that fell on my son, interrupted my life, stopped everything. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay. I said, Lord, you're the one that afflicted me. You're the one that made me this way. So I take no responsibility for any of this. I was going along my life, riding my bike to work, having a great day, doing my thing, living my life. And you interrupted everything and made me one of those people that I thought were crazy. Sorry. My ph I think that's the trumpet, you guys. Is anyone hearing a trumpet? I think I'm hearing a trumpet. Do you hear that trumpet? Just kidding. Okay. It's my nose. It's the trumpet of God, and it's a flirt, and God's funny, and I love you, Lord. Okay. So, and I told him one day, I said, "You made me this way. I take no responsibility. I was living my life just fine, and you afflicted me." And the Lord told me he agreed. He said, "Yes, it's a condition." And I did. I used to think those people that date set and did all that, I thought they were a little off their rocker. I'm like, I didn't judge people, but I was just like, yeah, no thanks. I don't want to be like that, looking like a fool. And I don't want to be like that because, like, people should just live their life. You live your life for God. I used to be like one of those people that told everyone, occupy, just act like he's going to come any day, but you have to know when God fell on my son and changed our life, I became one of those people that I was like, thought were crazy. The only, and this is the rapture centric condition. You're completely obsessed with his appearing. You can't think about anything else. You quit everything. He told me to quit my job. I didn't even go back. It was a Thursday when he fell on my son. I called in sick on a Friday, and Monday I said I'm not coming back. Called my boss. That's kind of rapture centric. Okay, that's huge. So not like me, Miss Responsible, Miss Perfect Credit Record, M Miss listen, my life, I was responsible. I was, like, organized. My house was in order, okay? Because that's just how I was, just like I'm not saying I'm perfect, but a little type A, teacher type, organized, running a tight ship. I'm not saying I was perfect at all. I'm just letting you know that's how I was. Okay, nothing mattered anymore. And believe me, I was very much into grooming myself, having the perfect figure, looking good. And it wasn't vanity, it was just, I was here on this earth and I just needed to look good, feel good, blah, blah, blah. Um, and I didn't care. I never took off my pajamas. We started calling them rapture pajamas. I started collect I have lots of pajamas. I've always been a pajama collector, but I mean, like, I wore all my different pajamas every day, and then once they were all dirty, then I put them in the wash and did it all over again. I quit eating. I quit all my exercising. I mean, it was crazy what I did and what I continue to do. And that's called being rapture centric. So, yesterday, the ailment just hit me. I was fully planning on taking my son surfing, had my day all planned, and I told my son, "Son, I'm just gonna go take a quick, I'm gonna lay down just for a minute, take a little power nap because it was a really busy day at work and stuff. And when you go surf, you're gonna like use a lot of energy and stuff like that. And it's a mental thing, the rapture centric condition. And I was like, I don't want to be here. You guys, the bipolar ride of the bride is real. This is all real. This condition is real. And I just want to bless somebody today that's having these symptoms that you think there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. And God said, tell everybody how you were afflicted yesterday and how the side effects of your condition, which there is no cure for, the only cure is the rapture. Tell them what you go through sometimes. And I've done it before, but he wants me to do it again. You guys, I was so incredibly homesick. I wanted to not be here. I wanted to shut my eyes and wake up in heaven. And my son came in my room, "Mom, when are we going?" I'm all, "Just a few more minutes." And I was just in my bed going, "I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I just want to be with you. I hate it here." You guys, it caught me off guard. But that's these side effects. Now, all these side effects, they lie dormant oftentimes so I can get stuff done and so I can live my life. But now then the Lord lets these side effects come to the surface, and it's part of the condition. So don't feel bad. You just have to write it out. I've gotten used to it, and I write it out when it happens. I write it out, and I'm just like, I don't want to be here. And the Lord was just like, let's just curl up and watch our Netflix, because there's this one series about America being destroyed. Um, a political thing, season two, season two, and Jesus was like, let's just curl up and watch that, and let's just think about it. And so I curled up with my dog and with my keto snacks, because I'm a keto. I stay in ketosis. I don't eat sugar, and God has changed my eating habits. And I got a few snacks, and my son, I went in to tell my son, I said, "Honey, I'm sorry. I need to just tuck away with God." He's like, "All right, no problem." And so I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'll make up for it." And anyway, you guys, am I telling you I was depressed? All these problems? No, I'm fine. But it is a real condition. It's rapture centric. And some days you can't handle it. You can't handle it. Don't beat yourself up. It's just the way it is. God has afflicted us with this condition because he trusts us. He's not made everyone this way. Okay? And so he said, "I want you to tell people because other people are going through this." I go, "Lord, I've told everyone all this stuff before. I've been telling people this for almost 6 years, how it's bipolar, up and down, it's the Lord, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm not really depressed. I really am not. I'm really great. The Lord is good. I'm fine. But when this condition rises up and I am so homesick that I can barely function, the Lord has taught me how to write it out. He has taught me because he's the one that has afflicted me. So it's a real honor to be rapture centric. No one's going to understand it except, the people here in your group. So don't be trying to tell people. But I've taken literal sick days at work because I'm homesick. That's how I justify it. Days where I'm like, I just can't get up today. And they're called sick days, and you get them for a reason at some of your jobs if you have that still. And I've used those. Well, I can't use them for summer school, but I've got to get going. But I just want to tell you that's what happened to me yesterday, because I was going to do the show at 3. I was going to do it at 4. I was going to do it at 5. And I just went into a coma, watching a movie with the Lord and just zoning out and letting it all go and just everything. And then because it's mental, it wasn't physical. Physically, I felt great to go surfing. It was mental, and it was an affliction from the Lord. I'm homesick. Yeah, I took a rapture centric day, and some people had texted me. I didn't get hardly got back to anybody. It was horrible, but it's the bipolar ride of the bride. When I say horrible, it's not really, but I feel bad sometimes because I'm like, I'm ignoring everything and everyone, but it's like that's a good thing because I'm just sitting with my groom. So I just wanted to explain that. It's the bipolar ride of the bride. Today will be much different. I never know when it's going to hit me. It's up to the Lord. Um, but it's real, and the Lord has afflicted me. I take no responsibility for it. I was minding my own business November 19th of 2013. Okay? I was being a functional human being in this world, giving God glory with my life, totally loving God, loving my family, dutifully employed, good girl. And God afflicted me and fell on my son and wrecked our household. And it was the biggest blessing I could have ever asked for. I'm very honored to walk this walk. But I ain't gonna tell you it's easy. It ain't for wimps. There's no other way I'd have it. It is the highest call, and it's wonderful. But I blame it all on God. I take no responsibility for it. I told him, This is all you're doing, so you just better get me through it. So, yesterday, we've been through this so much. I went, Well, this is all your fault. Okay, let's watch our movie. I love you, God. I want to go home so bad. Well, Kevin, my good buddy over there, Kevin and Judy are planning another trip to Panama in October, which of course Kevin knows he won't be here for. He knows he will not be here in October, but you still have to make your plans. I totally get it. It's just called going through the motions. Well, I thought it sounded like fun a while back when you said, Would I want to go? Or Nate, would we want to go? I thought, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I probably do. Let me pray about it. Let me see if I can muster up the money and let me pray about this. So I did. And yesterday I finally got my answer. God said, it he goes, it was so clear. Because my whole prayer is, God, I can be doing all kinds of things, but what's your highest call for me? This is for me personally. This isn't for you. This is for me. I'm just sharing my walk because we're Faith Hero Enoch walkers. And he said, Be honest. Do you really want to go? That's what he said. And I went, I thought about it. I thought about all the mission trips I've taken. That was our lifestyle for many years. We took teams of people around the world. We went to all different countries, third worlds included. We preached the gospel. We took teams of people. We did all that. And he said, Be honest. Do you really want to do that? And I was like, I thought about my past. I thought about when God fell on my son in 2013 and what my new calling is. And I was like, No. He goes, Yeah, the highest call would be to stay home because I've made you rapture centric, and your calling and your dedication is to me and is to the bride. It's not anything else. You don't have to go. Just stay home. It's the highest call. Raise your son, work, pay your bills, love your pets, love your Enoch family, and rest with me. And I was saying, Yes, Lord, because I said, What if I get one of these rapture centric episodes when I'm in Panama and all I want to do is be with you and I can't get out of the shack or hotel or whatever it is we're staying in? I'm not good with this. I can't function when that happens. And the only thing I'd want to do if I went to Panama was tell everybody that Jesus is coming. And I don't know if that's their agenda. I don't think so. I think they're doing other things. That's not my agenda anymore. My highest call is to him and to the bride of Christ, to tell everyone to get ready. It's today, to love my son, to live my life quietly, raise my son, provide for my family, work hard and pray hard, and be ready to go at any moment. And it was so interesting, but I'm not saying nobody else should go because I think Kevin is taking a few people here. A few people might be going with him. if we're here, and I think you should. I'm just telling you, me. And I'm like, yeah, the only place I want to be, Lord, is because everyone's called to do different stuff up until he gets here. Everyone. I told everyone, you're supposed to examine your steps every day. You're supposed to examine your steps every day and say, what is the highest call? Not just what can I get away with? Right before the Lord comes, don't you want to be in the highest calling of what he has for you right before he gets here? You don't want to be found running around doing stupid stuff, or not even stupid stuff, busy stuff, quote unquote, good stuff. But is it the highest call? Make sure. I believe Kevin going to Panama is the highest call for his life. His last trip was such a blessing. And I told him exactly honesty why I'm not going. Because we had talked about it a few times, and I felt like the Lord said, you need to be honest and text him and tell him that you just don't want to go. You want to be with me, and your highest call is with me and is with the bride. And so I told him finally. But I said, Kevin, I want to thank you for taking me to Panama with you, for sharing the pictures, for sharing the testimonies. And I'm 100% behind you, backing you up in prayer and prophetic words and everything. If we are here for that trip, I love that you're going. It's so exciting for me to be a part of it in prayer. But I'm not going because I have no desire. I just want to be with my groom. And he understood, and I was so glad because I didn't want to hurt his feelings, you know? And and interesting that this happened because Michelle just said in the chat room, the highest call for me is spending time with God and getting closer to him. Um, that's weird, JC. JC's having technical issues. So I just want to say that incidentally, while all this was occurring, Michelle is sending me an email. I think we all got it about spending time in the garden. So all this happened for a reason. I was completely afflicted. I whenever I get like that, I felt guilty. I told my son, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just have to stay in bed. I can't move. I need to be with God. And it's just, you're so homesick. Well, my son totally understood and he was okay with it. So I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to be in the garden now. Okay. Michelle sent out an email. If somebody wants to set up a spreadsheet and put your time in, you can do that. But how about we all pick an hour? We don't need to do that. It's not necessary. We've been there and done that. The only reason for the spreadsheet is accountability. And I think we're all really good and accountable to God. But if somebody here in this fellowship is type A and wants to do a spreadsheet, I totally encourage it. I think it's great if you want to do it in writing or if you want to send an email and tell us your time. But we all need to pick an hour. And I know we're with him 24/7. My communication is unfettered, it's nonstop. But what we're talking about in the garden is that time where you pull away. And we're going to do it as a group, as Enoch Walker group, Enoch Walker Garden Time. We've never done this. Since we've been walking this narrow walk of faith, we haven't done the garden time. We did the garden time that ended up turning into this. So I need to get to work, but I have to tell you guys, we're starting it right now, today, June 27th. And we're only doing it for 24 hours because we're not going to be here tomorrow. We're out of here. So pick your hour time slot. And what this is, it's a narrow focus. It's just him. You're not cleaning the kitchen while you're talking to him. And there's nothing wrong with that unfettered 24/7 fellowship. But this is that garden time where you give him the honor of giving him everything. And so that's if everyone pick your hour and then you can tell us what now we're going to do it for a week, but we're only going day by day because we know we won't be here. So Thursday, June 27th to Thursday, July 4th, we are going to be in the garden and we can share our experiences, if any. and you don't have to tell anyone your time, or you can pick your hour time slot. Um, JC said, I woke up from a dream where my driver's license was missing, and the first thing I thought was empty myself of me. Then I thought I couldn't chat because my YouTube channel was gone. It's a flirt. JC emptied herself of her and spent herself for Jesus as she Enoch walked out of here today, June 27th, 2019. Amen, JCB. Amen. Guys, let's make the devil mad and God really glad by exercising faith hero words, declarations. Do them once a day, twice a day, all day long. I say it. I say it is finished. I'm out of here today. I'm gone by faith today. I am taken and I believe you, Lord. And I believe it with all my heart. And we're out of here. But I just hope you have a wonderful day. I better get going. Um, and and for all of you faith heroes, if you get afflicted by the rapture centric condition out of nowhere, like I had a day planned when my affliction that God has afflicted me with, when the side effects changed up my plans, it was a little disappointing because I felt like, oh, I'm letting my son down. But I have no choice when the symptoms hit. It's a real affliction. I have no choice. It's what my daddy has afflicted me with, so I have to go with it. And usually the cure for that side effect, because the only cure for the rapture centric condition is the rapture. And you ain't gonna quit feeling this way until he comes. So don't try to think it's over. But the cure for the side effects is tucking away with him, being with him. That's my cure. God and I hang out. Sometimes we watch Netflix. We sleep. That's a big one. We sleep. And we wake up refreshed like I did today. And I woke up having amazing dreams. My dreams, I was laughing with somebody about our declarations. I was all, oh, pretty soon we won't have to say these anymore because we're going to be no more. It is finished. And I woke up laughing, saying them. That was my dream. And then I woke up. So I love you, faith heroes, fellow Enoch walkers, Ewok knockers. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the air momentarily. But if we're here, Devana will be doing the live stream and then we'll get updated on her condition. And she was another person I didn't get back to yesterday because of my affliction. She texted me how her health was and she said to call her and she'll give me more details. I was fully planning on doing that until my rapture centric condition got a hold of me out of nowhere. And it makes you very bipolar. It changes up your day. Things that you had planned on doing, you don't do. I mean, it really wrecks your life and your schedule. And the people around you have to be very understanding. Thank God they are. I know Devana still loves me, even though I didn't get back to her. And some people I was able to text that texted me here and there, but for the most part, I was out of it. Yes. And yes. Prasadarashindiriaki. So you do your own declarations. Use your own name, Kim. I think everyone's capable of doing their own. The reason why is you're not supposed to be declaring for other people. You to declare for yourself because by faith you're taken yourself. So you say it for yourself. Judy, myself, I was taken. Kim, say it for yourself. Kim was taken. The declarations, they really aren't for others. They're for you to believe because a lot of times by faith, you don't really believe stuff until you start saying it over and over again. And that's when you start to believe it. When you take the word that's hidden in your heart and you take the calling and you start doing it out loud in random places at the grocery store, and then you believe. So I know it's fun, but seriously, since this is a serious job that we're doing, and it really is giving God glory, it's our faithfulness as Enoch walkers. Please just keep it to yourself. Like, do your own. I can't, your faith is not going to poof anyone else. My faith is not going to poof anyone else. My faith is going to have me taken. Kim's faith is going to have her taken. JC's faith for herself, the faith she's not getting taken on anyone else's faith. So let's do it right, Let's do our declarations right with respect to the Lord and giving glory to God, and do it respectfully to our King. We speak for ourselves. When we get married, it's not a polygamous marriage. I'm not getting married with JC and Kelly holding my hand. No, I'm standing on my own 2 feet before my groom. There you go, Kim. Kim poofed on June 27th by faith because she walked like Enoch. Amen. And we're marrying him as a bride, face to face. Ain't nobody else marrying him with me. So we're standing on our own 2 feet. Thank you, Kim. Okay. Um, and I know you're just being supportive of everyone. I know. And I know it was no big deal, but for whatever reason, the Lord alerted my spirit. He's like, everyone, do it yourself. Hi, Samuel. So anyway, I can't be late today. I'm bought everything to make pizza with my students. It's community day. And we're making pizza at work. And of course, summer school didn't give me a budget. They don't give you money anymore, so you spend all your own money. But it's been totally worth it because every Thursday we have community day and there's nothing to do. So I decided to start cooking. Of course, I had to buy everything to cook with. Oh, don't forget, I have to bring the cheese grater. And somebody told me, they're like, you're not getting reimbursed for any of this? I said, no, but I'm not complaining because it makes the time go by faster and our students love it. And other than that, we would just have to sit here and be bored because the students get tired of the same old things. And I said, it's my pleasure to do this for the students. But yes, it is annoying that as teachers, we're having to pay for all this stuff out of our pocket. I do agree with that, but I'm not complaining. And so I'm really looking forward to making these little pizzas with my kids. Thanks, Kim. I love you. It's not keto pizza because I'm not eating it. It's for my students. But I am going to make. Oh, you've started keto, JC? Okay, well, JC, a bunch of us are doing it. Myself, Devonna, Marianne, and I forget who else said they were going to go keto. Who was it? So we've been sharing email recipes. So if you are starting the ketosis lifestyle, it's not a diet. And no sugar and all that. I just want to make it's been like a hobby for me now. The Lord knew I needed some kind of hobby. And that's amazing, JC. So I'm making pizza with my students. I'm not eating it, but they're going to be eating it. But I'm going to make a fathead dough pizza this week. I have made the banana muffins, the lemon bars, the meatballs. I have made the chicken pot pie, the keto pot pie. I have made what are my other recipes? I've made cauliflower bake, which is kind of like a mac and cheese bake, but it's different. It's and I made that, and I am not even kidding you, you guys. And now Atkins is not ketosis. Atkins is high protein. So I do not recommend Atkins, but um yeah, that's great, Kelly. But because staying in ketosis, Atkins is high protein. Ketosis lifestyle, the keto eating is moderate protein, high fat, that's what Atkins doesn't do. It's more fat than protein, and then no carbs. Well, when I say every food has a little carb in it. Most food has a little teeny carb. So when I say no carbs, you're going to try to stay under 20 to 50 grams of carbs a day, and it's wonderful. So, okay, Judy's doing her garden time tonight from 10 to 11. Great. Great. You guys can pick a time slot and then we can talk about our garden time. Um, Yes, I understand, Kelly, that the original Atkins was to get you in ketosis and it was high fat. I get it, but go ahead and Google, Kelly, the difference between Atkins, paleo, and keto eating, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I don't have time to get into it. Um, and you have to be careful with those Atkins bars because they're full of crap. Okay. Um, Keto eating is eating as close to nature as possible. You're not supposed to load up on a bunch of those a lot of those bars are full of chemicals and garbage. You're just supposed to be eating food that you have to cook mostly. And yeah, there's been some changes. I totally get it, Kelly. No disrespect. Um, so, um, but I want you to Google when you have time, Kelly, the difference between keto eating, Atkins eating, and paleo, Paleo eating. You'll find it very interesting. Yes, you're mostly eating real foods. You're not have any added sugar. And you can eat fruit, but you have to watch your carb intake, and it's only certain fruits. It's wonderful. I feel great. It's made my surfing time amazing. Um, yes, keto is good for high cholesterol because you're eating the good fats. Tana, the high fats that you're eating are like olive oil, avocado oil, natural fat that's in food. It's not good to eat all those oils like canola oil, vegetable oil. All those things are inflammatory and they're not natural and they're highly processed. So just Google stuff. We have the internet, so there's so much. I like Dr. Berg for keto eating. I like this guy and this girl called Keto Connect. But Dr. Berg is really scientific about it. Um, so you'll find out, Michelle, if you do a research. Yeah, me too, Kim. I didn't know how much fat is so great for you. Yeah. No, once you start, yeah, brains are mostly made of fat. Once you start eating this way, you'll never want to go back. I do not miss carbs at all. I'm like, wow. And I'm eating food that is so delicious. And I made keto fried chicken. Oh my gosh. And I ate it yesterday with my cauliflower bake and a salad. You can eat as many salads as you want. It was amazing. Anyway, okay, I love you guys. I'll see you in the air. But yeah, I think we're eating closer to what Jesus would eat. You're just mostly sticking with real foods. You can buy a bunch of those fancy keto, processed things, but basically you're trying to stay away from processed. I like this myperfectketobar.com. You can order those online. Those are very healthy keto bars. No preservatives. Don't stay away from the Atkins bars. They're loaded full of crap and chemicals. Um, but I tried those, but now I make my own. I made my own chocolate chip bars, but they're dark chocolate with no added sugar. Um, you can use erythritol, which is um, doesn't spike your glucose or your insulin levels, and it's 0 calories. Um, yes, guess what I used, Kim, for my fried chicken? I used organic pork rinds and I crushed them up in my Cuisinart. And I made a mixture of mayonnaise, egg, and cream cheese, I believe, or was it sour cream? Sour cream. And I put spices and I rubbed my chicken in that and baked it. Rolled it in the pork rinds and baked it. Not only did it look beautiful, it was tasty. And you can use barbecued pork rinds, but pork rinds, I don't use the junk food kind that have MSG. I went to my natural store and got organic pork rinds that had no chemicals, just pork rinds, olive oil, and salt. And so it was the best fried chicken I've ever had. And I baked it at 350 and it was amazing. Well, you don't have to do the switch over. You just asked me, so I told you. Um, the food is so much better. It tastes better than the real thing, and it's so crunchy and it's amazing. Okay, I love you guys, and I've been sharing with Devonna the recipes that have been killing me, like making me so happy, like the chicken pot pie. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make the fathead pizza dough, but the meatballs so far have been the most amazing. I thought I made the best meatballs this in the world until I added a little bit of fresh cream and a few other things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these are so good. All right, you guys. I'll see you in the air. I love you very much. It doesn't really take that much time, Michelle, once you get your kitchen set up. But we're leaving today. I'll see you guys in the air. Bye.